Hello everyone, today I'm gonna explain the basics of combinatorics. For combinatorics we need the amount of symbols represented by small s, symbols like cross, circle and even bars. But also emptiness is considered a symbol. We also need the amount of positions represented by a small p, where each position is gonna be filled in by a symbol. Take these 4 positions. There are many different ways to fill them in with symbols. Now that we got symbols and positions, we can start to define a combination. A combination is a set of positions where each position is occupied by a certain symbol. The amount of combinations following the given conditions is represented by the small letter O. Not a C, because C can stand for a lot of things like column and constant, and O stands for options, which is close to combinations. Capital letters will be used to represent one thing. Capital S is for one certain symbol, capital P is for a position, and capital O is for a combination that follows the given conditions. The main question of this video is how to calculate the amount of combinations. For that we need a few positions, take for example these 4. To make it easier, we're going to assign them each with a number. Now let's say that P1 can only take 2 symbols, the cross and the circle. Same for P2. But here it's the circle and the bars. P3 only 1, the cross, and P4 all of them. Thus cross, circle and bars. Now we're going to try to calculate the amount of combinations that only uses P1, being cross and circle. From this we can state that the amount of combinations that only uses P1 equals the amount of symbols in P1. Now let's go to try to calculate the combinations that only use P1 and P2, being cross circle and cross bar. But we can change the cross in the first position to a circle. Get circle, circle and circle bar. This is simple multiplication, which we can use. Thus we state that the amount of combinations that only use P1 and P2 equals the amount of combinations that only use P1 times the amount of symbols in P2, which can be simplified to a multiplication of the amount of symbols in each position. The same follows for P3, it only has one symbol, so take any combination from the previous 2 positions and just add a cross. This is a multiplication by 1. So it follows the same rule. It is better shown with P4. Take any combination that uses the previous 3 positions and just add a cross, circle or bar. So the multiplication follows here as well. As you can see, we keep multiplying the amount of symbols of the next position. We can formulate this in the formula above. It simply is a repeating of multiplication, where I is the index that starts at 1 and repeats until it's equal to p. It's like a for function in programming. So, using this formula we can say that the amount of combinations is 12. It is countable, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It holds true. Now let's say that all symbols can be used in every position. From that we can state that the amount of symbols in any position is equal to the amount of symbols overall. We can change this in the formula, because we keep multiplying by the amount of symbols overall. As you can see here, we multiply the amount of symbols overall p times, so we have the definition of an exponent. So yeah, these are the 2 base formulas. The upper one uses positions that contain each different symbols, while the below one uses positions that can contain all the symbols. So yeah, very fun, right? Thank you for watching and I hope you have a great day.